If you're struggling with menopause and maybe stress is a component and your cortisol levels, this video is all about that relationship between cortisol and menopause. And of course, my 7 natural tips to help to balance out this entire scenario. So you probably know that estrogen and progesterone drop off dramatically during menopause, but progesterone is actually normally a buffer to cortisol, your stress hormone, and helps to calm the nervous system. So you can imagine what happens with a lower progesterone now during perimenopause and menopause. Now your cortisol becomes sort of unopposed, leading to more anxiety, potentially irritability, poor sleep patterns, because we don't have that buffer of that proper amount of progesterone that we were used to in our younger years. We also have a problem called pregnenolone steal syndrome, in which your body preferentially is making more cortisol, especially when you're stressed out a lot and as the hormones are changing, instead of making those other downstream hormones, which of course becomes problematic in the time of menopause. We also know with our circadian rhythms that cortisol at the wrong time, so if it's peaking at nighttime, whereas it's supposed to peak in the morning, that high cortisol at night can suppress our melatonin, which of course is going to affect your good night's sleep. We also know that cortisol raises blood glucose levels and promotes fat storage in the abdomen. So that belly fat is related to, again, partially to that cortisol, which we know is going to be exacerbated around perimenopause and menopause. But don't worry, I've got some tips now. I've got 7 of them to help to balance that cortisol, especially as the hormones are changing and in menopause. Tip number 1 is to follow Mother Nature's prescription. This is the subtitle of my new book, of course, and it's very, very important. I've got so much information in there, but it's so important that we're getting more natural sunlight exposure, reconnecting with nature, getting grounded. These are all the tips in the book that I talk about in terms of balancing hormones as well, super important in menopause. Tip number 2 is to lower your EMF exposure. So those electromagnetic fields, and I'm not talking about the natural ones, we're talking about man-made EMFs. So that's your cell phone, that's your Wi-Fi, that's your exposure to anything basically that's electronic and plugged in. This is going to offset your proper hormonal balance. Blue light toxicity is a big factor here as well, linked again to your cortisol levels and your menopausal symptoms. Tip number 3 is to get on a regular sleep schedule. This is so important as part of your circadian biology, which is tuned by the light and dark cycles of the day. Really important that you get that regular sleep schedule. Can be difficult sometimes with menopausal symptoms like the hot flashes and the night sweats, but there is a way to help to find balance with these hormones. Tip number 4 is to fix your leptin resistance. This has a lot to do with leptin, but also other hormones like insulin, which is so important for balancing your blood glucose levels. I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about this at the end of the video. Okay, tip number 5 is to limit your carbohydrate intake and high deuterium foods. Now I have other videos on this as well, but this is important because if you're spiking your blood glucose levels because of especially refined carbohydrates, this will compromise your insulin sensitivity, but also that leptin signaling. So you really want to limit having too many carbs, especially if they're out of season and they don't grow in the season and in the area in which you're living. And that's why following a seasonal diet becomes very important for your cortisol levels and especially in menopause. Okay, tip number 6 is to do a full body detox. Now this is something that I recommend a few times a year to help to stimulate your internal organs to be a little bit more efficient at dumping toxins that you could be holding on to. So of course, environmental toxins, food toxins, toxins from your work or your environment in which you live. This is really important that we're alleviating that toxic load. It really does help with the proper processing of your hormones as well. So that full body detox. And I love herbal medicines in a certain combination to be able to do this at least 3 to 4 times per year. And number 7 is to try some herbal medicines. Now this is remarkable for balancing, yes, the cortisol, the stress, but also there are women's specific herbal medicines that can be really helpful. So things like maca, an adaptogenic herbal medicine, which helps to balance the cortisol and in times of stress, amazing for balancing those hormones. Black cohosh helps with estrogen. Chase tree berry helps with progesterone levels. Motherwort, another fantastic herbal medicine for women to help with maybe sometimes some cardiac symptoms, which again can be correlated with what's going on with the hormones changing. I also love other herbal medicines, great for stress and anxiety, but also to help to induce a restful night's sleep. And those are some of my favorites that I talk about in other videos as well. Okay, so I did mention that leptin resistance. I have another video about that I want you to learn more about. 9 tips how to reverse leptin resistance. I'll see you there.